Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to answer a question that came through my comment section, and that is, how do you upload your digital files to Etsy? So I thought it was such a great question, so I'm going to walk you through that step. If you want to see how to do it, stay tuned. Hopefully this video is not too long, but there are a couple of steps that I want to make sure that I go through with you. But we're starting off with the actual template already created. So if you haven't seen my video, be sure to watch part 1 where I show you how to create this template that we're using for this video. So the first step is that you want to make sure that you have the template copy. So let me show you what I mean by that. You want to have a link that your customer can use so that they can make the edits. So in order to do that, you're going to go to share. You're going to hit template link. Now there is a difference in the template link from the public view link. The public view link will only allow them to see the information, but you want them to actually be able to have editing rights. So you're going to click template link. So once you hit template link, it's going to say create the link, and then you're just going to copy. Now make sure you save that because we're going to use it in our next step. In this next step, what you want to do is create a PDF in order to attach the link to. Now, some platforms, for example, such as Beacons, will allow you to take the link and put it directly into what you're selling. But for Etsy, you have to upload a PDF. So that's what we're doing here, is we are creating a PDF and we're going to attach our link for our customer to use. So it doesn't matter the size. I just, pull up a template that I can use, and then I put the thank you at the top. I put what was actually sold. I like to put an image, and then here is where we're going to put our template link. Now I like to put a button here at the back. It's just an element, and let me ungroup it so you can see it. Okay, so this is what I mean by a button. I just made something in the background. You can go to elements, type button, and then it will bring up all types of images and graphics that you can use. Okay, so I have that as the background, and then I have my actual link. Now I'm going to get rid of this to show you what it looks like if nothing was there. So what you would do is you would right click on your mouse, you would hit, well, this is saying edit link, but let me go back and do it completely from scratch. So I'm just going to click on this one here, add it to the page, change the color so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, so now the next step is I'm going to right click on my mouse. Here it says link, and then I'm going to paste in the link we copied right there. Hit done. Okay, so you'll see here that we have copied in the right link. It shows that it goes to the 5x5 by 8.5 notepad. Now the next step is we actually need to add a text box and put our link in there as well. So you'll go over to the side, you'll hit add text box, you'll bring that in, you'll do the same step of clicking so that you can see link, and then you will paste in the link from earlier and hit done. Now from here, this is where you can change the name and put in that it's for the notepad. So you'll see we have where the customer can click on the button and get to it, or they can click on the name and they'll still get to the same link. Either way works. And then, like I said, I usually like to kind of group the button and the text box so they can click anywhere inside of here. But it's optional, it doesn't matter. And once the customer clicks on the link, this is what it'll pull up. It'll show that you shared a template, and then they'll need to select view template. Now, it's very important that you make a copy. So for example, your copy is what you will sell to the customer, but you always want to have like a master template for yourself. And it's always a good practice to just put somewhere in the instructions of your PDF what needs to happen, just to show that once the item is purchased, the customer need to download the PDF. They'll need to have an account with Canva and select the view this template once it pulls up. Now, once you are finished with your thank you PDF, you're going to hit share so that you can download it. So hit download, and you want to change it from a PNG to a PDF standard. That's for documents and emailing. And then from there you would just download it. We're on to the last step, which is uploading your PDF into Etsy. So once you're inside of your Etsy shop, you're going to go to create a new listing, and it's going to bring up this page here asking you what type of item it is. Now you can type in that it is a digital file, and then it will bring up categories that you can use. Once you select, you're going to hit continue, and here's the important part. It's going to ask whether this is a physical or digital file. You will select digital, and then you will fill in all the other information at the bottom and hit continue. And then you'll have to fill out all the information about the product, upload pictures, but here's the step I want to show. This is where you upload your digital file. Once you've uploaded your file, it should look like this, and then you can go ahead and finish by selecting publish. And again, here is the actual PDF that was created. This is what your customer will see, and then they can just click on this link and it'll take them directly to the Canva template. And again, they'll need to select view template. So I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to leave me a comment. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.